We love our time in the West, and we love setting up quarterfinal heats. As we move through the round of 16, we've got C.Simmers out there in the red representing the USA up against Brisa Hennessy, who'll be in the blue jersey representing Costa Rica. Once this flick, there's been some big set waves rolling through, and C.Simmers had this one during the break.
Yeah, so Katie here, I mean, she just drove so hard off the top there, maybe pushed a little bit too hard, and then behind her, Brisa. So Brisa getting started early too, second wave of the set. Nice two little turn combo, but conditions are looking pretty tricky.
Probably definitely not as chill.
Well, here we go. This is Brisa Hennessy now. Let's see how she's feeling on the open face here. Driving up into the section.
Oh, no.
Well, she's going to get clamped there. A really hard one to read. A lot of room to ride out of it. And behind her now, Simmers takes off, draws off the bottom, quickly gets into this first carve. She'll have room for a couple of turns. Taps away. What kind of finish can she put on this wave? 4 moves already, pushing hard on the final turn, and she'll go down. But will likely.
You know what? Smart decision by Katie. Second wave of the set, obviously a lot cleaner, a lot of smooth face there to work with. And the board's just going to cut through the water a lot nicer. So, I mean, she gets a little tap here, goes for the finisher, and sort of gets exploded. But, I mean, I think the takeaway for me is second wave of the set, incredibly clean. Board's cutting through because, like you said, Ron, you got that little bit of southerly drift out there as well. That's also making it just that bit harder.
Zoe, it looked like Katie really adjusted nicely and got into that first turn really quickly, as opposed to kind of, you know, waiting to get to that end section. And it just so happened the wave offered up some more opportunity down the line.
Absolutely, yeah. We went out to the local Italian spot last night. I don't remember what it was called, but it was really good.
La Scarpetta or Pizzica?
La Scarpetta.
Well, there we go. More to cheer about now.
We got some movement here. C.Simmers just dropped the highest scoring ride of the heat so far. Gets to work with that front side rail to kick this one off. And she'll eye off the end section here. Just wanting to try and get out in front of that whitewater. Gets mowed down eventually. It will improve on the .93 throwaway she's hanging on to. There's another goal in mind. We'll speak more to that when we bring up the rankings in a second, but here's the replay, Katie.
Yeah, I love this because it's just such a tight arc in the pocket. She goes out in the face here, finds the wrap, and I mean, I hate to laugh on this end section, but it just absolutely nails people.
Yeah, well, Brisa, pressure's on her now. 5.34 is what she needs, and she's sitting up in that 13th position at the moment. So with Sally and Lakey still alive in the mix on the bottom side of the draw, she'll want to stay alive here, and she's going to have a crack at it. Great first turn here from Brisa. This wave's starting to break into, and now she's got a left coming her way she's going to have to deal with. And she tries to place that turn, does well to stay on her feet here. It's a good finish. 5.34 the requirement. First turn was solid, Zoe, as she rode out of that turn as well.
Yeah, this is just like signature Brisa surfing right here. I feel like just powerful, solid. She did well to hang on at the end of this.
Yeah, Brisa's classic. You mentioned her personality, just a very light and you know, basically just has a whole lot of soul glow beaming out of her. But when she attacks the pocket of a wave, there's so much aggression in it. You know, like we said before, there's still some residual bump on the face here, even though it's glassed off quite a bit. She's after one in these last 2 days as we get back to live action here. And Brisa looking to get rid of a 5.5, couple of solid turns. That's going to feel good. And we might be seeing the best number of this heat dropping in just a moment. Didn't stay on her feet, and Brisa kind of held back on a section. So those big numbers have been reserved, but this was a great combination, Zoe.
Yeah, this definitely looks like she just had a bit more attack and felt more secure now that she has those 2 scores. Katie would have seen that and got fired up, I think.
How's what she's got to deal with on the inside? I mean, still had a lump in that first section she had to deal with, but have a look at this wave step out.
Yeah, the step, it just gets so steep so quick, right? I mean, look at the air, just the legs fully extended there. She does a good job. She maintains speed, just got it front foot, you know, weight.
Katie looking for a response, and it's going to have to be a pretty good one here because Brisa's going to drop a near excellent ride as Katie throws one up over that end section. Still has some room to move, and there is probably the most high-quality turn of this heat so far. And she is going to stay on her feet. Last year's world champ showing some great fight here. 7.83 was the number for Brisa, so the requirement for Katie in 8.16. She might just get there.
Yeah, I mean, it's a smaller wave than Brisa's and like a bit foamy, but these next couple turns were so technical, and she just really clicked it after. I think these last two, that was really nice. That one, yeah, that was clean. That was really sick.
Is that a make on the last turn?
Oh, I get so confused about the completion. Like, for me, she had control, and really, like, you can't be expected to ride onto the dry reef. So at some point, that wave decides how far you can commit. But this turn, for me, was high quality, really locked in at that point.
Wow, she did so well. Just real critical, you know. I think that it's the difference out here is in scores. I think even, you know, we reflect back throughout the week. Any time a surf has gone up into the lip when it's been solid or, you know, more dynamic up there.
She's going to elect to go. This may be her last opportunity, so really has to make it count. First turn, pretty decent, and it's just a nightmare section to try and read there.
This wave was real tricky, right? It was so short, it was compressed, and she does well to get up in the pocket here, gets one jab, but, oh, man, wow. Good luck trying to finish on that thing. That was...
Tom Whittaker, Caitlin's coach, he knows this wave well. He's had a victory here himself as Katie opts for a left here, just trying to starve opportunity from her rival Brisa, who on the outside, I believe, isn't going to get that score. Tom Whittaker on screen. He's happy with the result in the context of Katie's year. Breaking out of this round of 16 and getting yourself back into those quarterfinal clashes puts you one step closer to cracking the final five and getting the opportunity to back up that first world title. But for Brisa Hennessy now, nervous times watching the rest of this round play out.